Hi, Alan Stratton from Woodturn. Here in the Pacific Northwest, it's time to prune the trees out in the yard before springtime hits. I cut a major limb off of a fig tree and thought, can I turn something from this fig tree? Well, at the same time, Carl Jacobson and Brendan have this informal challenge going for a winged tea light holder. Well, let's combine the two things into one, and let's do a winged tea light. Now, this is an LED tea light. I would never use a wax tea light in a wooden vessel unless I was planning to start a fire. So let's make a winged tea light for this project, and well, I'll use a gouge and a skew for the most part.
This limb is only about 2.5 inches in diameter. I'll saw off a length that I can envision as a tea light, plus about 1 inch more on each end for mounting. Now, at the lathe, I'm mounting the limb deliberately off-center and off-axis. I want to keep the bark on the top for a natural edge, but then curve back to a flat on the bottom. Now, even though this is technically an eccentric turning, I'll keep it simple. I'll use a gouge to cut away one side, then clean it up with a scraper. After that, I plan to round over both ends. With the wood this fresh and wet, turning is quick and easy. I don't know how hard fig would be when dry. In summertime, fig sap is quite milky and sticky, but there's very little sap in this wood due to wintertime harvesting. I'll do very little sanding. Now, to create the flat on the bottom, I first sanded it on a disc sander to get it flat, but had a hard time getting it even. So, with a little flat, I resorted to a jointer. For safety with this small piece, I'm anchoring my hand on the back fence. Next, I'm drilling the recess for the LED tea light on the drill press. A 1 3/4 Forstner bit does the trick. I put a clamp on the piece to give me enough leverage to avoid it spinning out of control. Finally, I'll sand the ends just a little bit with a sanding disc mounted in the drill press. A quick dunk in walnut oil and my winged tea light is finished. A quick and easy project. I don't know how fig will react as it dries. It may crack, but that's okay. I'll have to oil it again after it dries. The high moisture content right now prevented it from absorbing very much walnut oil. So, this is my answer to the winged tea light challenge, and using cheap wood from my yard. Urban forestry works for me. That's all for now, until next week for another project. Please subscribe to both my website and YouTube channel. Do yourself a favor and always wear your face shield. You can thank yourself later and you can take all the credit. Until next time, this is Alan Stratton from Woodturn.